front stretch, dust in my veins, CNC steel and a prayer in the tank. Max V badge shining in the sun, 53 hollers but I won. Motor mouth talking from green to black, Jake Reeves hollering at the track. Big Jim grinning when the pack rolls tight. I got one eye on the flag tonight. 15 races, baby, 15 gates to break. One bad pit stop, and it all might shake. But I keep my hands steady, keep my nerve real thin. If I want that chase, I gotta drive it like I mean it. Max V, 15 to chase. Max V, 5 to take the place, 5 to win it all, 5 and I'm gone. Max V, I'm holding on. Lap 7 smoke, but I stay low. Chrome scars on a dirt road, so tailgate bent from a Thursday fight. Still I roll that line just right. Home designs paint on a Thunderhead frame. Every rival knows my name. Motor mouth feeds every heel and toe. Jake says that boy came to go. 15 races, baby, 15 gates to break. One bad pit stop, and it all might shake. But I keep my hands steady, keep my nerve real thin. If I want that chase, I gotta drive it like I mean it. Max V, 15 to chase. Max V, 5 to take the place, 5 to win it all, 5 and I'm gone. Max V, I'm holding on. Now the night gets long and the tires get mean. Big Jim says, son, you're making history. Redneck Jake cuts loose with that gravel fire, and I dig that wheel like a man on wire. Max V, 15 to chase. Max V, 5 to take the place, 5 to win it all, 5 and I'm gone. Max V, I'm holding on. Broadcast loud, let it ring. Motor mouth on the air, 15 to the chase, and I'm already there. Max V, watch me run, 5 to the crown, till the work is done.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question for you. Is this heaven? Is this heaven? No, sir. This is Iowa Speedway right here, Newton, USA, Newton, Iowa, for the next round of the CNC Home Decides Truck Series, the hub of, correct me if I'm wrong here, Dean, the hub of ARAB 150?
Yes.
I mean, am I right on that, Dean?
Yes, you are 100% correct on that one.
I don't want people getting at, at the redneck here, because he said ARAB. I don't want nobody getting at me on that one. But it is the hub of ARAB 150 right here for Season 6, Round 5. CNC Home Decides Truck Series Maximum Velocity Racing League. He's going to tape the cornfields tonight. Let's find out live here on Motorbike Broadcasting. Good evening, folks. Redneck Announcer Jake Reeves, Australia, Dean Hopton Biggles, co-commentating and producing, standing in for Big Jim Cunningham, who is out with some, some medical stuff going on as well. Dean, buddy, I love you to death, buddy. I am tickled to death calling this one with you, buddy. I mean, Dean, me and you, we call races, numerous times throughout the week, and it's another one right here in the history that me and you've had over the years, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to see the good things that both you and Jim have spoken about these guys in the league that I'm not used to any of these drivers. I don't think I've known any of them, so I'm looking forward to see how they're going to perform here tonight in our round 5 race. And it's the 150, and it's the hub of Arab 150 as well too that we mentioned. We've also got some standings to go over really quickly whilst the drivers are in practice at the moment. And there's your current point standings at the moment. And if I do butcher some of the drivers' names tonight, I do apologise in advance for that.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Michael up there at the front. I mean, obviously, 2 wins on the season. Bentley Glaser, he was the point leader last week at Dover. He lost that now, so now he's 2 points back from Justin Michael. Obviously, Dakota Floyd doing what he got to do. Keaton Tripp as well. Joshua Fracker, Nathan Carroll still sitting right there in that 6th spot. You flip-flop all the way down. Obviously, Griffin Sawyer, or Sawyer, as Jim likes to say. He says Sailor, I say Sawyer. But anyway, you go over the chase bubble. That's where it gets a little bit interesting now. Now, granted, we still got a couple more. We still got at least 10 more weeks before we even get going into this chase thing. But the points is close. I mean, that's how damn close they are to that chase bubble. You got Captain Kurt Charles Woods, Parker Dawson, Rod Mitten right there on that cut. Obviously, the People's Champion, Bill Paradise right there in the 17th spot. Nardone right there as well. Kashawn Elliott, yeah, too far off. I mean, they all ain't too far off right here, Dean. So everybody's kind of in a pretty good, everybody's still got a shot. I mean, it's still tight as far as the points goes. Everybody's still got a shot. Still early in the season, though. Yeah,
that's true. As you mentioned, you can see the drivers on the bubble, but they're only a few points really behind there. So a couple of good results, and you're right back into it. That's what it's all about. And of course, the other drivers that are in the top, the top 10, you'd have to say there at the moment, they're all going to be trying their absolute best to see if they can dethrone Justin Michael at the moment as leading the points. But that's, of course, leading the points will be one thing, but going into the chase, you're going to continue those points and hopefully wrap up the championship.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and we will run smack dab through the cornfields of Iowa here tonight, which is where the race is. D-shaped oval, 0.875 miles. So just a little bit over 3/4 of a mile, kind of a sister track, if you want to call it, to the Richmond International Raceway, which is up in Virginia. 4 turns, obviously, front stretch that you see Christopher Howell right here. He's actually going into turn 1 right now. Turns is 12 to 14 degrees of progressive bank, and this back stretch that he's going down is 4 degrees. Then you go through 3 and 4, obviously, flip-flop to the front stretch. It is 10 degrees. Now, NASCAR Cup Series didn't always run here at Iowa, Dean. It was more the Xfinity and the trucks, or the O'Reilly. I keep saying Xfinity. It's the damn O'Reilly Series. I keep getting them mixed up on the Saturday, guys. But the Cup Series, they actually started racing here back in 2024. That was the very first time that they actually started racing here in Iowa. That was like 2 years ago when they started doing that. The O'Reilly Series, they was lighting it up, back in 2009, 2011, all that good stuff. And, the trucks, they actually started, 2009, but they don't run here anymore. They quit running around the 2019 area of, what's going on with that as well. Some stuff about this. Riley Laverne's dad, Rob. So Rob Laverne, He owns the hub of Arab Barbershop. He had a birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to Rob Laverne. Happy birthday to him. And, title sponsorship of this. So if you need a good haircut, Dean,
Yeah.
go on over, Rob. Get you a good haircut, baby. Get yourself looking spiffy.
I do, actually. That's I got to
Do you really?
be a bit of a flight, I'd imagine, from Australia to head over there, but we'll see. You never know, mate. Next time I'm in that neck of the woods. Just having a look at some of the times that these drivers are still going in practice session. Just going to be wrapping up in about 3-4 minutes. Just having a look at some of these cars, some of these liveries for the first time for me, my friend. Any particular driver's livery out there that you fancy?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there's a couple of them, to be quite honest with you, Dean. I mean, you could look at, obviously, the 57 of Dakota Floyd. Dakota's always kind of been the one to really be looking out for, just because obviously he's got the Totino pizza rolls on the car, and he still can't get him to put a beer logo on that thing. I mean, he's got pizza rolls all over it. He's got Kroger. He's got the Cheerio. I think he's got Cheerio. Yes, Cheerios right there on the back of it. So he's got his breakfast and he's got his dinner or supper, however you want to look at it. But he does not have the beverage to drink with it, which is very, very, very unfortunate, to say the least. There's another one. Obviously, I believe it's the 34. Yes, Charles Woods. Damn, Floyd, where you going, Dakota? Straighten that sucker out. He's trying to pull a Ricky Stenhouse Jr., if you will. That is a beautiful paint scheme. Crown Roll right there on the number 34. Obviously, got to give him a huge shout out on that one. And this one I think that you will really love, Dean, and it's the 7 of Greg Mall, which it is my personal favorite paint scheme. The Shitty Coolers entry, number 7 Shitty Coolers, number 7 Ford. Apparently, from what Jim said, we are allowed to say that because it is a brand. It is a real brand, Dean.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of them?
No, I have not. But I love the name. You certainly won't forget it. It's catchy.
I know, that's why they made it that way. I'm about bet on it. But, those are some of the paint schemes that always are eye catchers when we come out here. Obviously, Keaton Trips is always one to be looking out for. He's actually fastest right now in practice. The 26 with the 419 guys, as you see right there on your screen. Keaton Tripp, the fastest right now in practice session, 43.820. Nathan Carroll, the man, the myth, the legend. One of the guys that runs this ship over here with Maximum Velocity Racing. So always a huge shout out, obviously, to Nathan Carroll and everything that they got going on as well. So big shout out to him. And I'm telling you, Dean, I think we're going to be in for a hell of a race here tonight, as always. Just for the simple fact, by the way, James Lehman, also he is the man, the myth, the legend. He is the owner of it all. But he is incognito. We'll just put it to you like that, Dean. Right. he's got an incognito going on right now.
Yeah, interesting. Just have a look at some of the drivers. What's the trickiest turn? You think? Do you think turns? Any particular turn? You think catches drivers off? Would it be the exit of turn 4, maybe? I'm just trying to see where some of these drivers are making some mistakes so far. What are we looking at?
Well, I mean, twos. Well, I mean, you see 2 right here with Christopher Howell. I mean, he's already snapping loose. 4's rough as well. It's always one of those tricky deals where you gotta, Dean, you know what I talk about all the time about the cracking the egg.
Yeah.
Or putting the egg up under the pedal. Damn, look at this. Parker Donaldson right into Joshua Matichek. My God. That is rough. Donaldson 74 just nails him. And Matichek still I don't think so. Not this early. We are on a short track though, so beef could end up ensuing later on this evening. So Matichek kind of burning it down right there, just kind of messing around right here. Everybody kind of trying to relax, so to speak. I will say this: I was always like over in turn 1 and 2. It does get a little bit interesting over there, Dean. If you go too high up the racetrack, it's like real bumpy up in the turn 1 and 2, and that's on the high side. You get down on the bottom side, obviously down in the cellar, but they put brand new asphalt right there in the bottom and middle lanes Matter of fact, in 3 and 4 as well. But 1 and 2 always up there on that top side. It's always bumpy. 3 and 4, you ain't got no problems. I mean, you can multi-groove it. You can ride the hell out of the outside, lane here and have no problem off at 3 and 4. You get up top right here, you will start to see drivers in the race where they're just it's like they just bottom out. I think that's what it is, really, is they just bottom out just because of so many of the bumps, and it bounces off the front splitter of the truck and just slides it straight up to the wall. So that's something we're really going to have to watch out for. Is you see Jack White's, everybody coming out for the 5-minute qualifying run.
Absolutely. We're going to have an idea of the weather conditions as well too there, Jacob, just to see. It looks like it's a nice day, but I wonder if it's just a little bit too hot here at the moment. Well, it's not too bad, 81. Track temperature's 117 actually, so yes, it is a hot one. Come to think of it, that's the air temperature. Wow. Okay, so
yeah, track temp.
It's going to hurt those tires, mate.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if you want some supper or something, you can throw it out there off of probably right here on the apron going into 1. That'd probably be a better option. I wouldn't put it out there on the racetrack because you probably end up what you're trying to eat. To be honest with you. Joshua Fracker right there, 56. You see him working his way around, snapping loose off of turn 2. Red Bull gives you wings, and he's going to fly right down to the bottom of the racetrack. There is the number 12 working his way around the racetrack as well.
Oh,
that's Schulenbachler.
Yeah.
There you go. What I was talking about, he got up, bounced it off the front splitter right there, slide right up the hill. And Schulenbachler obviously going to slide up the hill. But the one driver I think that we all got to watch out for, Keaton Tripp, obviously now he's on the pole, 23.918. But everybody is going to be keeping their eyes on, obviously, the man that's been literally lighting it up so far this season, obviously, which is Justin Michael. Justin Michael driving the 87, so we will see what Justin does. Matter of fact, he is 4th right now on the board, so he is not the fastest here in qualifying. Keaton Tripp still up top on that board as of right now. Here's Alex Howland in the 6. You see some others starting to work their way around, 88. Gonna get the Carson Hosebar deal going on with Christopher Howell. Drivers still working their way around for qualifying right here, Dean.
Yeah. Keaton Tripp's time is impressive. Griffin comes in there, gets himself up in a P3. Currently at the moment, we're still waiting for some drivers to actually get some times on the board. That is, if they're going to set sort of qualifying times or if they're just going to run at the back of the field. Ryan Nardone comes into P21. We've still got is that Rylan Neese?
Rylan Neese, yes.
Yep, there you go. He's on a fly. He'll actually go up to P18th now. So still, we got Bill, the People's Champion there, Trent the Drum, Chris Sargent, Kyle Kabush there. Looks like Joshua Montichek and Matty still yet to set some times.
Yeah, Matt Radalosso there as well. Yeah. Tyler Granat, Billy Bumgardner, those guys still yet to go. Krashad Elliott hasn't went yet, nor has Zachary Groover. Kind of shocked on the Krashad Elliott deal with what he is doing. I was actually fixing to look at the penalties and see if Elliott actually has a busted penalty, and he doesn't. So there is no penalties. To say the least on any of that, so they ain't got nothing to worry about. Last week's winner, though, Justin Michael, is currently up at the top of the point standings. He is the only 2-time winner this season here for Season 5. So, Justin Michael, obviously the 2-time winner. Then you got Dakota Floyd, who won at Old Atlanta earlier this season. Keaton Tripp, he has got a win. Michael actually won the season opener at Phoenix as well. Jordan Neese obviously won at Talladega. In the wild last lap. Some fans, some people may think of that as it was questionable or it was controversy on how it finished out, but to say the least, it doesn't really matter. The wind's stuck, and that's exactly what has happened. So that's pretty much your winners so far this season, and a lot of these drivers would love to add their name to the list. Even Bentley Glazer, who we talked about, Dean, coming in ninth, second in the points, only, 2 points? I think by my count, 2 points back from Justin Michaels. So Bentley still has not won a race this season, but I mean has been very, very consistent throughout this season. So I don't think he's got a whole lot to worry about. Qualified is over with, And Dean, let's get it lined up right here. There's 37 drivers on the grid, so this is a short track. It's a little over 3/4 of a mile, but we have to run through it pretty quick. Keaton Tripp, 419 in the house. He's starting on the pole here this evening. Bentley Glazer second in the points. He's starting on the outside of the front row. Griffin Sawyer, Nathan Carroll, right there in row number 2. Beautiful paint scheme right there by both of those drivers. Justin Michael won last week, and your point leader starting to P5 with Tyler Hessling. Be starting to his outside in row number 3. Row 4, my 2 paint schemes by guy Greg Maher, Dakota Floyd, Shitty Coolers, and Totitos. See what they can do here tonight. Joshua Fracker, Christopher Howell, we saw them do a little bit of work in qualifying and in practice. See what they can do here to the race. Captain William Kirk in P11, and Garrett Culbertson. I've raced against him a couple of times. We'll see what old Garrett can do out here with the Max Speed guys. Alex Howland, Charlie Widener. Charlie, hold on, baby. College football 2 weeks away. Not this weekend, but next weekend it's coming back. Parker Donaldson, Rod Mitten right there in top 16. Jack Watts, Ryland Neese, we saw them out there running around as well, getting themselves ready for here tonight. Rob Haynes and Crown Royal himself, Mr. Charles Woods, right there in P20. Gordon Spain, Ryan Nordone, making up the top 22. See what they can do. Ryan Nordone, also another 419 driver. Jordan Neese won at Talladega earlier this season. John Schulenbachler will be rolling off right there from the P24 spot. Riley Laverne will be rolling off from P25. Happy birthday to Daddy. Garrett Helmlinger will be rolling off from P26 to his outside. Row 14 for the top 28. It's Michael Brooks. Like that one right there too, Dave. That's the old Harry Gant paint scheme. Love that one. Forgot about old Brooks' paint scheme. And Tyler Granat will be rolling off from P28. Yeah, when you get all the alcohol and all the food, you completely forget about the skull card. Billy Baumgartner and Matt Rodolasso will be rolling off. That's the top 30. Right behind them, Joshua Matacek, Rashad Elliott with Bart Box, 96 Chevy, and Trent Drum and the People's Champion, Bill Paradise, will be rolling off from P34 spot. Zachary Groover and Chris Sargent, the top 36 drivers. And shotgun on the field, Kyle Kabash, the number 2 Ford here this evening. 37 drivers ready to start it for the hub of Arab 150 at Iowa. Now we're going to obviously go 150 laps to make up the 150, the hub of Arab 150. Obviously, stage break's going to be at 45, fuel window between 70 and 76, so they should be good to go all the way to the stage break. Shouldn't have any problems out of that. Scott Patton, 1 in season 4 and also 1 in season 2, 2-time winner. He's the only one here in the CNC Home Designs Truck Series to win here at Iowa as far as seasons go. Obviously, Slagle's still with that EOL penalty. We haven't saw him in the past couple of weeks. He's still got the black flag, still waiting on that. And obviously, your season winners, as I mentioned, Justin Michael with 2 wins this season, Dakota Floyd, Jordan Neese, and Keaton Tripp. Track conditions, that track tip's going to be hot. It's going to be rough.
Hot.
40 miles per hour right there. Also on the pit road. It'll be interesting, Dean.
Oh, yeah, it'll be definitely tricky going down there as well, too. But tyres, I think that's certainly going to be the key here this evening as well, too, Jacob, because, it's blisteringly hot and you're going to have to take care of them. They will overheat and they will burn up a lot too quickly on this track surface. As somebody mentioned in the chat, g'day in the chat, we'll get through the reading as well, too, when there's a chance. They're doing a couple of formation laps currently at the moment, but time to bring back the old asphalt. Was it out there from Greg saying in the chat there?
Yeah, I mean, I think so as well. Yeah, yeah, I mean, absolutely. Bring it back, let her fly. Nathan Carroll looked like he was actually, a couple guys looked like for a second I thought they were kind of blinking right here. Something you really don't want to see right here at the start of the race. But, it is what it is. Pace lights is off, and odds are they're going to come on around this time by. And we will take the green, get started right here with the CNC Home Designs Truck Series here live from Iowa. So many sponsors up there on the right side of your screen. Whiplash Sim Cams, obviously, Racing Images, so many great sponsors. Check them out when you get a chance. We'll be talking about them later on in the race. And real quick, if you haven't liked and subscribed to Motor Mouth Broadcasting, I don't really know why the hell you haven't, but You might want to hook it up. You might want to get ready. Here we go. Dean, I think we need to do this one for Mr. Big Jim Cunningham. Green flag, air in the air. We are rocking and rolling at Iowa. Dean, me and Jim always do it. Let's crank it up one time for everybody on a Thursday night here at Iowa. Big Tim, hope you get the feeling better, buddy. Hate to not have you up here in the booth, but damn good replacement in the form of the Australia Dean Hopton Biggles. Back at it here in Iowa, though. Christopher Howell trying to slide that 88 in the middle of this. Dakota Floyd right there as well. 7 and 57. Dean, you know I love that 57, baby.
Yeah.
I'm real big on driving that 57 as well. Dakota Floyd, I think he drives it just a tick better than I do. He's down the inside. All right here. Howell trying to dive down to the inside right here in one.
Taking it easy so far, a lot of the drivers. A bit of 2-wide action, a little bit of 3-wide action. We saw that for a little bit, but so far no change in the top 6 drivers, as a lot of this midfield is just changing around a little bit. Biggest gainer so far is Ryan for the number 98 Toyota. He's in P18. He's up 4 positions.
Yeah, one of the biggest movers, obviously. A couple others really making some moves as well. Chris Sargent, Bodacek, Bernard, Nardone, Donaldson. That's the biggest movers so far here in this race. We just started. We're on lap 5, coming to lap 6. They still work their way around. Keaton Tripp trying to go for 2 wins on the season as well. Bentley Glazer would love to get up there and mix it up. He's just a little bit behind, but everybody kind of funneling on down right here going into 1. You see everybody kind of easing it down to the bottom. Obviously, Dean, you know as well as I do, down in the center where Grandpappy has the moonshine from Grady. Honestly, from what I understand, Dean, here at Iowa, the corn that they grow here at the racetrack, it actually goes for the corn liquor that is in the cellar where Grandpappy has that moonshine
Really?
and tries to hide it from Granny. That's what I hear. And that is the rumor that I hear out of all of it. So that's something to keep in mind out of this. And also, I did hear something about that the winner will virtually get their own corn. That way they can make their own corn liquor and not have to worry about Grandpappy trying to hide it from them.
Bit of corn, sugar, and yeast, and you get yourself some fine. It's all in the corn and the sugar, of course, to make some good moonshine. We're not promoting people to make moonshine out there. Look at this challenge for the lead at the moment on top of it. So these two are starting to break away just a little bit from the P19 Ram in the background. So car 19. So having a nice squabble. I was going to say, you can also use the corn to make ethanol, mate. So you can also fuel these cars if you really want.
Yeah, we ain't worried about putting fuel in these things. How far the gas is. The gas prices in the United States is already high, damn enough. We'll just use it for the liquor and we'll just be happy with that. But up at the front, Keaton Tripp still with the fastest lap of the race so far, 24.053. As of right now, Glazer right there behind him. And Dean, the lap times has already started to drop. I mean, we're on lap 10. Fastest laps are, they're running. Or at least for Keaton Tripp, I mean, it was a 24 flat. Now it's already dropped 0.4 of a second already. Granted, they did put some new asphalt down, but I really think it's more so with the track temp and just how high that track temp is. It's already starting to eat into these tires, Dean. I think that's what's really kind of getting into these guys, knowing that track temp is so damn high that they're just trying to be extra careful with these tires because of how hot it is. They can slide all over the place, and you don't want to burn that rubber up too quickly. That's
exactly right. That's what I'm thinking that the drivers are doing, and that's why some of those times are going to start dropping off a little bit as that fence will get all closer and closer and closer as the cars creep up to it. As you mentioned, I'm wondering too how well it's even simulated in iRacing, because I know iRacing do a solid job with their laser scans and everything. I wonder if they simulate the temperature changes too, whether in the concrete and the asphalt. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, well, Dean, I've raced a couple of times on hot concrete and hot asphalt. I've raced on them as well, and there is a big difference, believe it or not. You would think that that's just a number and it's something that just gives us something to talk about, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, the temperatures will definitely play a huge factor into how these drivers race and how these drivers try to keep it straight and everything else. I mean, it's not just a number. It's not a number, Dave. It's not a number. It does matter what these guys has got to deal with here tonight. So that's why you're seeing some of these times already starting to drip. Some of them actually dropping into the 25 flats now, 14 laps into this thing.
Just having a look for Riley. Here's Riley. So once again, big shout out to his dad for sponsoring this race here for the hub of Arab 150. There's Riley. He's up 2 places currently at the moment, number 30. Just hanging back there, taking it easy. Smooth in, smooth out. Don't crack the egg. Jacob like to mention that on your throttle pedal.
Actually, I actually had something I was thinking about when I was saying something about that number, but I actually kind of held myself from it. I didn't want to say anything. So you know what? Screw it. It's not a number. Like you're trying to date Stacy's mom, for the age gap. That's not what I'm getting at as far as the number goes. That's what I was gonna say, but I was gonna try to keep it to myself. But anyway, here comes Justin Michael. Michael now trying to battle right here with Nathan Carroll, side-by-side battle. This is for the 4th spot. Michael in the Toyota, in the 87, and Carroll in the 63 Chevy. Right here battling it out. You see the multi-groove. You see how that middle lane, it can play a huge factor. But Carroll not able to get that middle lane rolling. Michael able to just get down on the inside. And Dean, I know this is your first broadcast here with Maximum Velocity Racing, but Justin Michael, think of Justin Michael like Kyle Larson. Yeah, I mean, literally. That's just how Justin Michael is. He is the defending series champion here with Maximum Velocity Racing with the CNC Home Designs Truck Series. He won the championship last season, and he's tried to go back-to-back for the titles. So this 87, he's not someone to kind of, ride off by no means in any way, shape, fashion, or form. We're still early on in this thing. Tripp's still leading from the pole, mind you, and has led damn near every single lap. If not, he has. But do not count out this 87 of Justin Michael. Yeah, Keaton's led every lap, but I would not count out this 87. He has still got a shot to get up here and mix it up and still contend for this win. Just like all these guys are contending for positions back here behind Captain Kirk. All of it behind the 10th spot. Ironically enough, that stage break coming up at 45. Everybody trying to get inside that top 10.
Yeah, and drivers will be, I'd imagine everybody's going to go in on that stage break unless somebody wants to try to flip it a little bit earlier, give up track position, and go in there so that they can end up gaining that track position for pit lanes later when everybody does head down after the stage break. That's what you would want to do, I'd say, for some of the drivers maybe that are further back in the field here. They can gain a ton of positions if they can make that work for them. Why not gamble it, my friend, Then you have to come in, a couple of laps before lap 45 and flip it upside down, my friend. So that's a strategy, I think, for some of them. Yep.
Well, yeah, but they got to hope like hell that everything works out of that because, obviously, this track less than a mile. I think if they actually tried to jump down pit road, yeah, you could probably flip it, but the problem is if most of these guys decide to stay out, you're basically screwed. Because then you're going to go multiple laps down, and then when the caution comes out, if you're 2 down or whatever, and the caution comes out and you're lucky enough to get the lucky dog, then bad part about it, you're still going to be a lap or more down. So I really don't think flipping it is going to be the play out of this. Some may try it, but I don't think it's going to work out for them in the long run at all. That I really don't think it will.
All right. We'll find out once again. Still the battle for P3 at the moment. There, Justin Michael trying desperately to try to get past Griffin. And you've got Nathan Carroll, it looks like, in the background, starting to slowly catch them as well, too, as a big gaps form. We've got the leaders coming into turns 3 and 4 now. These drivers are just starting to enter it in themselves. Keaton Tripp, as you'd mentioned as well too, Jacob. So he's been one of the drivers that have won a race this season. You were talking about the series champion before. Hasn't won a race yet this season. So we're looking for his first one.
Yeah, I mean that's a big deal out of that. We'll see how that works out as you see themselves working their way around. Sawyer right there sitting in the third spot. Would love to get that win. Obviously, we saw him as far as the points go, Dean. He's kind of, I mean, he would love to be a little bit more consistent, be able to get up there a little bit higher. But still, I mean, Griffin's one of those drivers that he is consistent as well. Just like Bentley Glazer, that's where he's at in the points. But Sawyer is consistent. I think he's just got caught up in some messes, of not his liking. Dean, the big thing about all this is look down there at the bottom right. We started out this race at 114 degrees, and now this damn thing is already jacked up to 126 degrees on the track temp. That is, Lord. I mean, good Lord. I mean, literally, go get a steak. I mean, some shrimp on the barbie, however you want to look at it, and throw that damn thing down on the apron. It's still going to be as hot as it is out there on the racetrack. I'm telling you, you could cook something out here while this race is going on.
And no air conditioning in these cars as well too. So I mean, obviously they're in a simulated. I'm sure they're still sweating it out in their racing rigs as well too, depending on where you are. And in the summer, the hot summers that you're having over there in the States too. But yeah, you wouldn't want to be in one of these race cars right now for track temperature of 126, isn't it? Because it would feel like it'd feel like the track temperature inside the car at least. That's how hot it would be.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's the big deal out of that. I mean, very, very hot. You see Sawyer. He's actually at a bad spot. He's got a battle for third. Obviously, Justin Michael trying to rip it just a little bit as well. Lap times has already dropped big time. Some drivers, they're a second and a half slower. With the last Keaton Tripp, we talked about, it was 24 flat a while ago. He's hitting 25 fours right now. Some of these other drivers back here, Greg Mall, he hit a 24.4, and right now he's hitting 25.6s, so he's just a second off the pace. But the main thing is that the track temps are just starting to drop. Tripp, obviously the fastest of the 5-lap averages. Nathan Carroll, Dakota Floyd, Justin Michael, Bentley Glazer. Nothing ironic that we see out of that right there, or for you fans, obviously from the Flaming Carter guys. Nothing erotic. If you want to call it that. So, nothing erotic as far as what we're seeing, but we kind of saw that all this was going to happen as far as the lap times dropping and everything. Sawyer not able to complete, or Michael rather, not able to complete the pass on Sawyer. He'll fall back in line, and now Nathan Carroll going to try to take another shot at him.
Yeah, you can see he's starting to get a little loose there coming out of the corner. And that's definitely coming down to, you can see just sometimes the rear end starting to slide a little bit. They're going to be very, very gingerly with that lad pedal, as you mentioned there, Jacob, because if you don't slow enough and that rear starts going around on you, that's it. You're into that fence, perhaps. And these drivers want to try to get to that magic lap 45 mark so that they will get that caution and they'll get a chance to get down and put some full freshies on, as you'd like to say, which is going to make that car feel a lot better to drive. Because as you said, they're doing the lap times are increasing up to 25s now. I wouldn't be too surprised to see it around the 26s by the time we get to our first stage break.
Well, there's already a couple of them that's actually pushing that, Dean. Gordon Spain, Riley Laverne, some of these other guys back there, they're 25.8s. We actually just saw a 26. Ryan Nardone just hit a 26.1 just a second ago. So, yeah, the 26 is coming before we even get to the stage break. You see Greg Mall right here riding on board, obviously. Tyler Hessling in the 43s. Looking back at Greg Mall and Christopher Howell. This is battle for
we got a caution.
Between these three. Caution is out. Tyler Granat and Gordon Spain in this mix right here. They slide around and able to gas back up and carry on, but Tyler Granat obviously with Gordon Spain, both of them got involved. I'd say somebody made contact, somebody slipped up, somebody busted somebody's tail. Granat tried to come up, he was not clear. Bam, straight up on the outside retaining wall. Oh, well, Riley Laverne gets a piece of it as well. Nothing major out of that. Could have been a hell of a lot worse, but Granat goes for the spin. Gordon Spain right there on the bottom. Once again with look. Granat, I think he just gets a little bit tight right here. Either that or he just thought he was clear and tried to slide up. And unfortunately, Dean, I've talked about it before, and you know this as well. These AI spotters suck. I mean, they are terrible to try to get you clear and everything else. They straight up suck. So that is bad. Now this is when you could see drivers maybe flipping. Greg Mall, one of those drivers, he's coming down pit road. Most of the leaders, obviously Tripp, Glacier, Sawyer, Michael, and Carroll, the top 5, they stayed out. Now Greg Mall, Rod Mitten, Rod Nardone coming down, Gordon Spain, Riley the Verde, obviously they got into that little bit of a tussle. They got into that caution, but Greg Mall, the one driver that I see right here, he's going to flip it. He's coming in right here at this point. Go ahead, come in. Then when the stage ends, go ahead and flip it and go ahead and carry on. This is how you flip it right here. You wait for the caution right there before the stage break and then go ahead and flip it and try it like this.
Absolutely, yeah, because he doesn't risk going a lap down now too, because he manages to get out ahead of the snake. That's coming across the start-finish line now, so, yeah, absolutely for him. He could just tuck up to the back of the rest of the drivers there. Yeah, granted, he will be in 30th place, but it's not that many laps to go, really, until our first caution. As my connection just drops out for a second. Let's hope it reconnects and everything's good. Yeah. Oh.
Don't do it.
Oh, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Hopefully it's reconnecting at the moment. There, just dropped out for a split second. That was on my end, actually, so it's not blinking because of drivers. But, touch wood, it's good again. We haven't lost the feed completely. But, yeah, you just got to... Because now if they're bunched up and you're only about, 20-odd seconds from the race leader, then you should be able to jump a lot of those drivers, I'd say, when we come up to our first caution on lap 45.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, obviously, Greg Mall, the biggest loser out of it. Obviously, he went and made that pit stop, and now down 22 spots from where he started at, up in the 7th spot. He's down to 29th. As of right now, obviously, the leader, Keaton Tripp, right here on 37. We're going to 45, and then they'll throw the caution for the stage break. I love this call, right, honestly, by Greg Mall. Yeah. A lot of these drivers, I mean, they're not going to do it. Keaton Tripp, Glacier, all these guys, they want to try to get the stage break, get the stage points, get all that good stuff. By all means, let them have it. Greg Mall, he's actually thinking something completely different. Hot damn, the track temp dropped for a little bit. He was at 126, and everybody went under caution, and then everything cooled off there for a second. So, obviously, that helps. Obviously, that's going to help in the process of it as well. So, we'll see what happens as we're going to get back at it. Lap 38 going to 45, and then obviously for the 150 here for the Hummer Arab 150 here tonight at Iowa. And pretty good race so far, Dean.
That's right. Once again, thanks to our sponsors. In the chat there, let's go WMV. That would be the Wildish Motorsport Ventures, I would imagine, teams. They've got a few drivers out there as we're going to get ready to go green again. Let's see how we go. 8 to go for stage.
Yeah, let's see how this ends up working out. Keaton Tripp, big jump. Watch for the wheel spin. I think I saw Dakota Floyd at 57. Getting just a little bit squirrely right there on that start. Obviously, a bunch of these guys all the way up to about 23rd, 26th in that area, they did not pit. So they are on old shoes. And with the track temp as hot as it is, you will spin the tires on the restarts. Floyd spun them just a little bit. Keaton Tripp didn't. He's gone. He jumps out. He's got a half a second lead. Everybody going to be watching this man right here in the 7 of Greg Mall. He come down. He got 4 freshies. Look at the freshies work, son.
Yeah.
How about shitty coolers and crab oil matching the knee sideways? Joshua might check 4 wide in 3 and 4.
Wow, they had to take some evasive action. It's good save there, isn't it, from Nice? Almost. He had to lift off the gas there and kept it pointing in the right direction. Very important. As you'd mentioned, that Greg Mall's up a P18 now. So, yeah, those freshies, my friend, are working brilliantly. He just needs to get as close as possible up to the front there, and he could jump past it. He could practically jump everybody, I'd say, when the other drivers come down the pit road. Could be the strategy call we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it damn sure could be, Dean. And, very good option, like I said, for Greg Mall to be able to take that opportunity, make it happen. 4 laps to go. Here is Glacier. Here is Justin Michael. They're going to battle it out. Try to make something happen. We got a couple of spinners. Jack Watts back here, and there's the 6. Obviously, of Alex Howland. No caution, though. Both of them on the racetrack. Good God, they're going to merge right back up in front of everybody. But Nobody else behind them, so they're able to carry on. No caution with 3 laps to go.
Yep. That's good. I like it that it wasn't a caution cause for that because they got off the racing line there. So they're down on the inside apron. It shouldn't be a problem. Luckily, nobody else got collected too. They didn't have to come back up. So this is the big battle once again for P2. Justin Michael's up 3 places now. Make that 2 if he can make it a stick. Don't think anyone's got anything for Keaton Tripp at the moment. Not Keaton Tripp's pace has been just on fire here this evening. 2 to go now. He's going to want to desperately want to see that checkered flag come out. So the caution flag come out so he can jump down and get some freshies. Where is... Wow, Greg Moll. He's up at a P7 now. Look at this, Jacob. Unbelievable.
Boy, Greg Moll. Wow. I mean, what a play right here for Greg Moll. Obviously, 1 lap to go. He's not going to be able to get the stage break when it certainly has a damn good shot to get back to the top 5.
Wow.
And what a drive coming around. Tripp off of 3 and 4. Keaton Tripp will get the stage break. And the caution will fly. So Keaton Tripp was able to get it. Moll was not able to get Dakota Floyd at the line. So it looks like he is going to finish in the 7th spot to match his truck number. But goodness, what a drive right there by Greg Moll with all that going on. And hell, what was it, about 6-7 laps to go?
Yep.
Give or take when we went back green.
That's right.
And, I mean, literally drove all the way from about the 29th spot, drove it all the way up here, damn near to the front.
And he comes back, believe it or not, into P7 where he started the race in. But the difference is that he's made his pit stop, so he's just going to continue to drive on by right now, go straight to the top as these drivers come down to pit road. So there's Greg. He's going to have a big smile on his face for that. Remember, he's only got, only a few less tires in him as well, too, remember? Yeah. So it's not like it's a big deficit difference he's going to have.
Yeah, I mean, he pitted on 35, obviously, with Rod Nardone, Rod Mitten, all 3 guys, or all 3 drivers, rather. They pitted on lap 35. Everybody else is going to come on down, hook themselves up with 4 freshies, and fill it up full of race fuel. Once everybody gets off pit road, we'll have a little talk with, obviously, the stage break winner, which is Keaton Tripp. Once we see that he is off of pit road, and he is. So we're going to look for him. We're going to see if he's anywhere in here. I mean, usually you see Keaton Tripp popping up one way or another. And I don't see him, Dean.
Oh.
I see no Keaton Tripp.
Wow. So he just probably wants to just be to himself sometimes on this one. If you want to chat to anybody else, I mean, he's come back out in P4. There's only reason why, of course, you can see those 3 drivers that did come down on that 12 laps ago on our first caution that we had for the race. So they've elected to stay out. Well, we're going to be interesting to see what a 12-lap difference, well, basically 10 laps because we had a couple on the caution now. 10-lap difference will be in tire grip when they get to go to the green just to finish the race out now too, because we only have the 1 stage break in the series.
Yeah, I mean, what a drive that they got, and obviously Greg Moll, he's gonna, obviously restart up here on the front row. Like I said, I'm still looking for Keaton Tripp. Did not find him. I mean, I'm looking at every damn chat that they got, and I do not see 26 Keaton Tripp. I was gonna get Greg Moll, but sure as hell I try to get him or whatever. He might be talking to somebody. But, I'll tell you what, we'll ask him one quick question. We'll bring him up here. Obviously, we'll get one quick question out of him. See if we can get something going right here. Greg, buddy, I know you didn't get the stage, but damn, what a gutsy call right there, making that pit stop, and now you out here at the front. How's that number 7 Shitty Coders entry doing?
It's not doing too bad, Jake. Just trying to figure out what line's really going to work the best, especially over a long run. I don't know. We'll see how this restart does now that we've got a little bit of tire life taken out of it there on that last restart, but we'll see what happens.
Alrighty, well, they're already working their way down the backstretch, getting ready to go. Greg, buddy, try to keep it in one piece, and good luck the rest of the race.
Appreciate you.
That was Greg Moll. Obviously, we'll see what he can do. We'll send it back down there to Bandit Motorsports. Down there with Dakota Floyd, obviously Garrett Culberson, obviously Justin Michael. He's got the 2 trophies for emojis on his name to represent that he has 2 wins this season here with the CNC Home Designs Truck Series. Green flag back in the air. 101 on the ticker with at so many laps we got left to go. 3 wide there for a second. Nardone up top. Tripp stuck in the middle. Michael down low. 3 wide for third. Mitten trying to get up on out of here. Nardone, he'll fall back. Glacier there as well with Dakota Floyd. Greg Mall gonna ease on out. He already a half a second now over Justin Michael.
Yeah, and he gets the clean air for the first time tonight, and that's Keaton Tripp. He doesn't. He's actually got to work his way back up the field, and he has got up into P3 currently at the moment, working past those drivers that didn't take that pit stop in the last caution. So this is the first time that that Keaton's had to drive in dirty air all race long. So let's see how he can handle the pressure and actually get those overtakes done as well too. As you can see Justin Michael up the road. So here's our stage 1 winner currently at the moment, and the man that put it on pole, Keaton Tripp. How much time will it take him if he can get up there and get past Greg Moll?
Only time will tell. We'll see how it ends up working out. Loved what it said right there on the back of the 87. Floorboard deep. You got to drive like that sometimes when you're here with the Maximum Velocity Racing League. We got a couple of spinners. Captain Kirk in the 9. Obviously, there's Charlie Widener in the 95.
Yeah.
9 and 95, they mix it up. Caution is out. Once again, here on the hub of ARAB 150. Take a look. We'll see what happened right here on this replay. Damn, Charles Woods right there in the 34. He was backwards right there as well.
It's a squeeze.
The 3 wide. Captain Kirk right here. He kind of squeezed down just a little bit, and then Widener just tried to miss it. Woods gets a piece of it. He comes up, gets Gordon Spade. Kind of a mini big one right there off of turn 4. Granted, it's short track, folks. It's not Talladega. I mean, if it was a big one and it was 4 cars, we'd be crazy to even think that. There you see the contact.
Yeah,
43 right there. Tyler Hessling right there in that middle of it.
I just wanted to slow this down for a second because if we go back and have a look at that one, I think he was lost it on his own. I don't think that there was contact. I'm just trying to get the correct camera angle there. Yeah, have a look at this, Jacob. It doesn't. I think he's lost it on entrance himself, unless you're calling it netcode. But have a look at the 43. Slightest touch of contact. Yeah, that netcode. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. I know they always used to tell us that we could not say that because we got in trouble or whatever because we couldn't say netcode. But now, since so many people get screwed over by it, now we can kind of light them up for it. So I'm all for that. I love being able to do that when they say, nope, you can't do it. And then all of a sudden, yeah, now you can do it. Let's light it up. And obviously, Charles Woods, just innocent bystander out of this. Hopefully, he does not have too much repairs out of this because obviously, Dean, no fast repairs. And look, he was turning left. Knocked the whole steering out of that number 34. You saw the wheel. I mean, he was kicking it hard to the left trying to get the damn thing to turn, and it just would not turn. So maybe it knocked the steering out of the 34. You see him right here, but he's trying to get it turned around as well. So hate that for Charles Woods. Watch it again right here as you're right on board with him. Watch him after the contact right here, Dean. Watch the wheel. You see it right here? Boop.
Yeah.
And he's trying to turn it hard to the left and nothing. It just went straight to the right, and Gordon Spain was right there and ends up running him over. And I think he's going to have to hit that Crown Royal just a little bit too early.
Yeah, it's definitely. That looks like it busted something on the suspension, didn't it, in the 34? And our second caution. This is another innocent bystander there. Nowhere for Charlie to go, and then he gets the slam up the back there that you just saw before too from Woods. So how much damage will be on that truck, we don't know. They have come down to pit road. Gordon Spain also has a meatball for the 38 meatball flag, so he's got to get some repairs done. Charles Woods getting some repairs done. Jack Watts is in as well, but that's a short stop, so just a little bit of damage maybe he just got. It was a total of about 31 seconds stationary. So
yeah, I mean, it's like I said, a second ago, Dean. Obviously, they don't have any fast repairs, so you kind of, if you get some damage or whatever, it's the meatball flag that everybody dreads getting. Odds are you might be screwed here unless it's just something kind of minor and it's something that kind of get took care of and you can get yourself back out there on the racetrack. It's about the only thing that's going to be able to save you in any way, shape, fashion, form. Danielle Carroll out there in the chat obviously sending positive energy Jim's way today. So thank you very much for Danielle Carroll for, the kind words on that for Jim, and hopefully everything is going good. We did talk to him, Dean. We did talk to him before the broadcast started here tonight, and he was in good spirits. We'll put it to you like that. He was in good spirits.
Exactly. Yeah. More good news, I'd say, than bad news as it is, but we're going back to green flag racing. Yeah,
absolutely. Justin Michael now, he's able to gas up, carry on. Remember, he's on fresher tires than Greg Mall is. Mall pitted 35, Michael pitted on 46. Most of the field pitted on 46. There you see where Rod Mitten and Ryan Nardone, when they pitted 22 laps ago, where they have fallen. Greg Mall, he's actually fallen back to third, maybe not. Don't want to give it up. He's battling still with Bentley Glacier, second in the points. Coming into the night, sitting right there battling for that second spot, or we're going to go 3 wide. Hell yeah, why not? Keaton Tripp down to the bottom side. He'll take it 3 wide. Glacier will be stuck in the middle, and Mall will be up top. Now Floyd will follow. Which lane will he choose? He ain't going high. He's going down in the center, baby. Send it down there where the moonshine is. Slides right by Greg Mall as well. So Tripp goes to second. Glacier to third. Floyd to fourth. Caution out. Alex Howland in the number 6. Young Ford. Not sure what the young, or was that Young Road? Might have been Young Ford. It was Young Ford,
That's
Young Road.
Yeah.
Well, but one way or another, we're going to see what the pace scheme looks like here for the number 6. Nice up top. Nice comes down. Howland goes around. And Howland able to hold on to it, at least get it woed down on the bottom of the racetrack.
So keep it on 48.
Once again.
Yeah.
Yep. 48 right here. 419 comes down, gets it.
Kind of slides into him as well, too. There's a little bit, you kind of say on that one, but them's the brakes, because, and you're on the low side like that, and the car starts sliding out, so they kind of meet each other in the middle there a bit, don't they? Lucky that blinking car also didn't get truck kit gets in there as well, too. That could have been a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And, obviously that was Krashad Elliott in the 96 Bark Box entry. Bark Box Chevrolet Silverado kind of slid up right there. By the way, Dean, I wanted to let you know, just real quick, this is not a racing deal out of this, but I don't know if I told you or not, but, a couple of weeks ago, paid my truck off. Remember? Paid the Silverado off and everything. Right. Yeah. We finally got the title today. So
nice.
It took 2 weeks to get it, which, by the way, if I may, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do it, Dean. I mean, I was actually waiting on somebody else to do it because we are at a short track, but you know what? I'll start it. I don't even know if you got the graphic for it, but we're going to do it.
I don't, sorry. I don't. Not in this one.
But it takes 2 weeks to get something like that sent to you, but if you're 1 day late on something, they start lighting your phone up yes. They start lighting you up like they're fixing to come and take every damn thing you got. That is absurd, is what it is. If it's something you want, then you got to wait for it. But if it's something that they want, then they want it right then, and if they don't, then they'll bug the hell out of you. I can't stand that crap, man. It's stupid.
Well, the good thing about it is that it's yours now. The bank doesn't own it anymore, so
yeah, mine.
It
is mine. Right. All mine. Yes, all mine. At least till little David ends up getting a little bit older, and then we'll give it to him, and we'll let him drive it. Yes, sir. Pass it right straight down to him. Not a problem out of that. Justin Michael up at the front. Tripp second. Glacier third. Floyd fourth. Greg Mall fifth. We'll see what happens once we get to the restart. Pace light's still on the pace truck, so we'll go at least one more lap before we end up going back green.
Alex there, that Howland that had that crash you saw, is also coming up as a black flag next to his name. So I'm not quite sure if that was speeding in pit lane or that black flag was issued by iRacing for the contact. But either way, he has to come back down the pit road again and serve that drive-through penalty. So it's a double whammy per se. Well, it should be, to come back down soon. But then again, he's running at the back of the field there. But he's not a lap down. He's still on the lead lap. But he might go a lap down once he serves that black flag. I think he might have to wait till... I don't think that's right. You can't serve it under the caution, can you? You can only do it under green flag.
Well, I mean, Dean, it could. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Dean, it could go two different ways out of that. I mean, it's either you come down pit road, you got to serve the black flag, maybe drive through, or maybe a stop and go or stop and hold, or there is black flags. I mean, it just depends on what he got busted for. Some of them may actually just tell you just to start at the end of the longest line.
Right.
So that may be what's going on with Howland. Obviously, we'll see what happens. Back on the restart, hub of ARAP 150 at Iowa. Back at it, green flag in the air, black flag still showing for Howland, so maybe he does have to jump down pit road and serve that penalty. Michael out front, Tripp. Now he's got Floyd right up his back door. Glacier now down to the inside as well as funnel through 3 and 4, 12 to 14 degrees of bacon in Iowa. They funnel back to the line, one more lap down.
There is. So Howland's having to serve that drive-through penalty at the moment. Let's see whether or not Keaton Tripp can get his way back up. He's led the most laps in this race so far, but once again, this is after that pit stop strategy flip around. He has to fight his way back up through, and he certainly looks like he's got the pace currently at the moment. But once they get going, because it's our second time we've had a caution in a short span of laps, so I'm sure these guys want to get some nice green flag running under their belt.
Another lap down, another position trying to be gained right here for Bentley Glacier, trying to slide up and make a run for it, get up in the third spot. Is he able to get in front of Dakota Floyd? He does, but about half a truck length. Floyd now back to the outside. Griffin Sawyer now sitting right there in the fifth spot. How about Greg Mall? Pitted on 35. All these other guys, 10 lap fresher tires than he does, and he's still holding it down at sixth. That is amazing right there to see that for Greg Mall in the 7 to be in the situation that he's in now. Now, Dean, remember, the fuel run that we have, obviously, 70 to 76 laps. So I don't see anybody coming down, at least for another 10 laps. You ain't going to see nobody come down at least for another 10 laps. Some drivers may try to stretch it. They may try to go as long as they can on the fuel run and have the freshies right there at the end of it. Some may do it as soon as everything opens up. Literally, as soon as pit road opens up, or the fuel window opens between 70 and 76. As soon as it's about 76 goes, somebody, they may say, screw it, I'm going down. I'm gonna get myself hooked up and go ahead and do it. Some may do that, but you gotta think here, Dean, when these guys go down pit road, if it's under green, it can be costly. Because if you pit and then you go 2-3 laps down or whatever, at least 2 down, and the caution comes out, you're not the lucky dog. Yeah, you take the wave around, you get back on the lead lap. Other than that, you're screwed. You got to be hoping like hell that you can try to get yourself in a lucky dog position. As you see Keaton Tripp, the pole setter, going after Justin Michael, damn near door banging off 4. Michael able to carry on the outside, get the run. Tripp got loose, got to back out on the throttle, jump right back in behind Justin Michael. Just 1 lap ago, Michael slid up, got up in the wall. That's how Tripp was able to get down to his inside. Michael doesn't hit the wall this time. Tripp's got to figure something different out.
It's putting some serious pressure on, but the biggest problem too, of course, when you're battling like this, you're also overheating the car, and on top of it, you are you're wearing these tires going down in different areas. You're not so smooth in and smooth out as you'd like to be. So it's desperately Keaton is trying to get back up there, but look at that. The exit speed that Michael has goes up closer to the wall, just gives you a little bit more of a launch. You can see here nose to nose, but unless he can actually get past and clear right here, see the exit speed on the top then, the high side? That's when the high line starts working again. So you just think he's desperately waiting for his spotter to say clear, clear, clear. Not quite yet. Justin Michael says, not when I'm driving, my friend.
Well, Tripp's trying every damn thing he can right here, but he is on the inside. He's down on the door, but Michael would very much let him have the inside.
Oh.
Tripp thought Michael gets up into the fence. Tripp tried to get up, then he backed out of it. Michael kept his throttle in it and got up into the outside rotating wall. Well, surrender the lead to keep Tripp back up front where he started this race. 76 laps to go. Dean coming back this time 75. Fuel window is open. Who will come down and when will they come down? Pretty much a chess match, or it's pretty much a chess match now.
Well, we saw Greg Moll's strategy call before, so he, remember, is he's got less fuel than some of these other drivers. He might be looking at that. I'd say now, if we get a caution, you'd have pretty much most of the field coming down, because none of these drivers have enough to go to the end of this race. Their tanks are only basically between 70 and 76. Let's say we've got 75 to go, and they already have burnt through some of the gas, so they are all waiting patiently for this caution to come up. But if they don't get that caution soon, as you said, Jacob, you then have to contemplate how much going a lap down, at least, in the green flag pit stops.
Yeah, I mean, and another thing about it too, Dean, when we went back green, some drivers was probably trying to pull up the calculators while they was trying to drive. It maybe try to split it right down the middle of when they pitted all the way to the 150 mark, put it right down the middle, and just get 2 runs out of it. Get the first run, then jump down pit road, go ahead and pit, and then flip it, and then carry on and go. So a lot of drivers probably thinking that aspect of it as well. To do math while you drive. To be honest with you, folks, don't try that.
No.
You'll be more screwed up than anything if you try to do math while you try to drive. But these guys, Maximum Velocity Racing League, they are professionals. They know what the hell they're doing. That's why they made it to the show, and that's why they're where they are. Right now, as you see Rob Haynes right here trying to mix it up with Modicek right there in front of him. Rylan Neese was back there as well. He actually blinked there for a second, threw off Rob Haynes. Haynes may take the inside, may end up throwing him off. Neese trying to go around the outside. He'll take the draft off Modicek, and he'll get the spot.
Modicek as well is the biggest gainers so far in this race. The hard charge, look at that, up 21 places. Now that's legitimate too at the pit stops, because he pitted with those other drivers on lap 46, so he hasn't gained those positions by being out longer than anybody else. He's done it purely by his driving skill. So keep an eye on the Team 199 driver. We've still got that nice little battle that's brewing up there between P4 and P5, as you said there. And the thing is, so you don't want to be too late on those pit stops too, Jacob, because you got to remember, granted, you're going to have fresher tyres towards the end to attack drivers with, but you're going to have to allow yourself enough time to do that too. You don't want to give yourself 10 to 20 laps just to get it done, because that's a lot of overtaking to do, even though we have seen in the space of 10 laps Greg Moll make up a ton of places. So that's something that perhaps if you've got spotters and engineers out there, can let the drivers know. Give yourself enough time to get those overtakes done, and you should be good. But, don't wait too long.
Nah, you don't want to wait too long. I mean, but the question is how long is too long? That's what a lot of these guys got to be thinking. And I mean, just like I said, they're professionals. They know exactly what they're doing. So we'll see how it works out. It's Hessling down to the inside. He's going to go after Moll. And that's what blows my mind out of all this. I mean, you were talking about that a second ago, Dean, with, how Greg Moll was with his tires, and everything else. And me thinking about going early and this and that. But what blows my mind is only, 10 lap difference as far as the tires goes for Moll. And he's still holding it down inside the top 10. Granted, he has dropped, obviously, because of the tire wear and everything. But he's still in the top 10, which is kind of ironic if you look at the other drivers. Ryan Nardone, he's already dropped down. Obviously, he's down to the 13th spot. Rob Mitten, down in the 15th spot as well. Moll's the only one out of all those drivers that pitted on 35. He's the only one to be able to still stay inside the top 10. Yeah,
and I think he said that, and he was going to. It's just indicated to me that he's going to try to take care of the truck as much as possible, take care of those tires, even though he's got that slight disadvantage with the other drivers. But he's holding his own, and let's see whether he can flip that strategy up there. And there's the beer store car up the road there. Rob Haynes, our only driver here from Canada, making you thirsty there, Jacob?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, we can't do that. We can't do that while I'm up here calling, man. I can't drink what. Well,
no,
I
you
have.
can't.
I have, and it's always
crack
always
a cold
been
one
good
once the
time,
race is over. Yeah.
Well, I've drank liquor while I've done this, but that's beside the point. It wasn't Crown Royal. I'm sorry, Charles. But anyway, Rod Minton up here tried to mix it up with some of these old boys right there. I believe that was Rod right there trying to mix it up right here in front of Nisha. That was Hessling.
Yeah.
Pace schemes kind of look the same right there. Watch them. I mean, everybody right there. You saw them right there of Riding Ordone right there coming off of 2, just kind of sliding up, almost getting on the wall. You see a bunch of that, Dean, with them just sliding down to the bottom of the racetrack. Obviously, coming off of 2, they have to get loose, or they get tied. They try not to hit the damn wall. You've seen a lot of that here tonight off of turn 2. And, I mean, just guys getting up right there, just coming off of that bank and hitting the backstretch. And it's hard to explain to the folks at home because TV, to a certain extent, it does no justice. It doesn't do justice of what it really is like driving in these trucks. If you come off of turn 2 here at Iowa, it's basically like coming over a damn hill. As soon as you come off of the corner, it's like you're coming over a hill and then you're coming right back down to a flat surface. At least that's what it feels like. That's how it always felt with me. Riding on board right here, obviously this is Nathan Carroll. Watch as he comes off of 2 and watch how it just kind of feels like he's going over a damn hill. You see right here, just whoop. I mean, you see how the wheel kicks to the side just a little bit. Carroll having to try to straighten it back out. It's just like going over a hill. And then once you get to the top of the hill, I think that's why you see a lot of drivers coming off of 2 while they're getting loose coming off of it, because as soon as they get to the top of that hill, the truck just gets a little bit light up under them. It's hard for them to watch them again. Watch Carroll already. Look at him. There you go, right there. Snap that wheel back to the right to be able to save the truck. It's like once you get to the top of that hill, it's like the truck just gets light. And you got to counteract the steering. You got to pull it back to the right a little bit. If you don't, you're going to end up spinning it out.
Almost like sucks you into the wall as well, too, as you can see. So there we go. William Kirk at the moment. I know he had some fans out there saying, go Will Kirk. That's Michelle Kirk, I think, out there. So William Kirk's taking that gamble at the moment, going into pit road. We'll see how that strategy pans out. Surely love themselves like a nice caution to come up in a couple of laps after this, right? And Kirk could go right back to the top. I would jump a lot of these drivers up there, but if he goes a lap down, well, there's another thing too. I was going to say, Jacob, is that they're starting to get into a little bit of traffic as well too. Our leaders just got past the P28 of Bill, the People's Champion. But further up, if they keep going before pit stops, they might start to get a little bit more traffic coming up. So you want to get hindered by that traffic, or will they move out of the way? That's going to be another key as well. Can he get out ahead of a race leader here at the moment? No. Oh, yes, he can.
He's going to go one lap. Well, actually so, yes. Well, I mean, even if Tripp got him by, say, what, half a second, Kirk's going by. I mean, Kirk's on freshies right here. I mean, he's on like 50 lap fresher tires, give or take. Maybe about 45 lap fresher tires, more or less.
Makes a mistake.
Of course, you don't want to do that because that ends up screwing you, and then Tripp goes right by you. So you don't want to do that. Obviously, Captain Kirk got the fans out there as well. Natty's able to straighten it back out and keep on going. And see if he can try to keep it straight, keep on going. That way you can at least try to get away and try to help himself a little bit right here. But he is one lap down, and he is not in the lucky dog spot. Currently, Bill Paradise holds that lucky dog spot with the first one lap down.
That's exactly right. Trent Drum comes in. At the moment, still waiting to see some of these front runners take a gamble as they get the battles. That's the only other a little bit frustrating, I say, for the drivers that are on the lead lap, like Tripp and stuff like that. You are battling over a car that's going to obviously have a lot more pace on you because the tires are better. They just come out of pit road, but you're also still trying to maintain your gap over the other drivers that are behind you, and you don't want to get hindered too much. I think that Glasser is. I think when he was battling with Tripp earlier as well too, I think it was a good idea for him just to back off a little bit. Now he's got that. He's dropped back about 2 seconds. I would say try to keep yourself within about a second of the leader there. You don't have to lead the race. You want to lead the last lap on the checkered flag, but make sure you get yourself in that position and then take care of those tires behind the drivers, because battling with somebody, just as I said, just choose through your tires more and certainly in these track temperatures that we got, and we're getting down to fuel run too, as you're going to see. It's about a quarter of a tank, a lot of these drivers, but they can't make it 52 laps.
Nah, I mean, obviously they can't, so we'll see how it ends up working out for them as they still work their way around here at Iowa. Tripp still with the race lead as of right now. Glacier, he's actually slipped back just a little bit. About a second 3/4 is what he has slid back to as of right now. Justin Michael still sitting in the 3rd spot. And that close battling that we were seeing a while ago, it's completely different now, because this battle that you're seeing right here with Sawyer and Floyd, now Glacier right there in front of him, just a little bit right there in front of him. All this is kind of separated. Tripp about second 3/4. Riley Laverne actually got a meatball flag.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened to Riley Laverne, but something happened on the 30. He got busted on that one. Something happened with the 30, and now he's got a meatball flag. I'm sure Dad is not going to be happy about that one with his birthday yesterday and sponsoring the race here tonight. And now Riley having a couple of issues right now, that number 30 here this evening.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've got nothing to come up with for our race events about that. Doesn't look like there's a massive amount of damage or anything on the truck there, does it? So maybe just had a tank slapper into the fence or something like that, and it's busted. No, not always. I mean, you can you notice the damage visually. Certainly, drivers will know what the feeling's like, and he's elected to go down there. Has to get that fixed, but he's already out of pit road right now, so it's a very, very short meatball flag.
Yeah, very short. And one driver that did come in there, you see him, the 19, Griffin Sawyer, decides the time is now. Let's come on down. Let's get ourselves hooked up right here on 103.
Yep, lead us in.
Get her gas, get her tires. Oh, crap. Damn, he had the tires going in.
Yeah.
And Glacier was able to take advantage, set it in there. Watch for Glacier right there. He might have come in a little bit too hot. Remember, 40 miles per hour on the pit road. Floyd and Michael, they carry on, so they'll keep on going. But Keaton Tripp coming down pit road with Glacier. Damn, Justin Michael all up into the back. Dakota Floyd, I don't know if he wants Cheerios, if he wants Totino's, or if he wants to try to work at Kroger. I don't know which one he wants, but he is all up in him, working away into turn 1 right here. When will they go? Nobody knows.
This will be the situation as well, too, of those drivers that have managed to save a little bit more fuel as well, so they can go a lot longer in this race. And they're not down to our empty fuel tanks or anything like that you can see at the moment. It's just peeking into the orange. But yeah, there's Floyd coming in.
Yeah, Dakota Floyd was your race leader. He decides, yep, time is now. Let's jump on down. And you got to think that Justin Michael keeps on seeing drivers just over and over and over and over and over come down pit road right here. What's the thought for the 87 of Justin Michael? Does he keep on racing? Does he keep on running and maybe catch a caution and catch some of these guys 1 lap down, maybe 2 laps down, and trap them at a bad spot? Maybe that's what Justin Michael may be thinking. Just go ahead and just keep running some laps out here and maybe try to help himself with the rest of the field. There you see Greg Maul. Now, remember, he bid on 35. He didn't do 46 like the rest of these guys did. He put it on 35, so you see his fuel mileage is in a bad way right now. He's still trying. He's tried everything he can out of that number 7. But obviously, 71 laps his last time, laps since he pitted, 71 of them. Look at Glacier. Look at that 36, Bentley Glacier. He's already made his pit stop as well, just shooting right on up there. So that's what fresh tires will do for you.
Absolutely. And they're giving himself enough time to try to work their way back up to the front. Yeah, you can look at Muller's running on fumes here at the moment. I'm just wondering if he's not turning the car off, the truck. Sometimes you see drivers do that. We know. I see it on an Australian series, actually. One of the Top Gun drivers, Davo, tends to turn actually his engine off in some corners just to save the fuel. He's a mastermind at doing it, and that's what wins him races too. And again, he's got an 8KI rating, so he could be Coca-Cola esports driver if he really wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, good idea out of that. Obviously, the 87 Justin Michael, he has made his pit stop while we were watching some of these battles. There goes Sawyer Freshies. He was the lucky dog. Now he's not. Now he's right back on the lead lap. Rod Mitten actually currently, he is the race leader. So Greg Mall is not. So technically, Sawyer has not got himself back on the lead lap. He's still got to run his way around him. But Rod Mitten on that same strategy as Greg Mall, which now Mall coming in.
Yeah.
So Rod Mitten, the last one out of everybody, depending on 35. And eventually, we will see the number 92 Toyota work his way down pit road.
And you gotta understand too, like the more you're staying out, you're also losing time as well too, because you're just trying to hang it in there. So his last lap was a 25.7. You got those guys that come out freshies now; they're in the 24s. So if you start losing a little bit too much time, it's worthwhile coming down even earlier than what you probably might have expected, just so you don't lose too much of that time. Because this is where you have to get your calculator out and start crunching the numbers, isn't it? It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Absolutely.
He's certainly on the fuel limit. I mean, we were told the guesstimation between 70 and 76. He's pushing 77 now.
Yeah, he just hit it right there at 77 laps since Rod Mitten has come down. Obviously, Jordan Neese sitting right there in the second spot. Matt Rodolasso sitting right there in third. Sean Elliott. John Schulenbachler right there as well. Fracker, he pitted, obviously. He's got 66 laps since his last pit stop. Then you start to get to the other drivers. Keith Tripp, obviously Bentley Glacier. Fracker's jumped down pit roads. The 56 Red Bull Chevy says time is now, baby. Let's go get some gas. Let's go get some tires. Let's salvage what we got with 37 laps of the hub of ARAB 150. Here at Dapper CNC Homicide Truck Series with Maximum Velocity Racing. And Mitten still ain't coming down pit road. Damn! I would love his fuel mileage, Dean. I would love it.
I reckon he's got that moonshine in that car. There's an extra tank of that moonshine or something like that. He's just flicked the switch and just gone from the conventional gas to the moonshine. It's like, all right, unbelievable.
You see him right here. Actually, I think he's coming in this time. You see him. He was already jumping down the inside.
Yeah, there he
Go
is.
ahead and let Justin Michael come around. Now the 92 will come down pit road there. This is a very rough pit road. Like I said, good Lord. It ain't no easy pit road to get on right here, Dean.
No.
But believe it or not, you come around the corner and bam, there it is. Just out of nowhere. So it's not one of the easier pit roads to get on. Really, none of them's easy to get on. But this is not one of the... this isn't the hardest pit road to get on, but it damn sure ain't the easiest one to get on pit road.
Oh, you got to hug that inside wall, don't you, as close as possible? It's almost like a blind spot, and then bang, all of a sudden you got to definitely hit your pit lane limiter so you don't speed and slow it up in time. So there's Jordan at the moment. He's leading. We've got those. You can see those currently at the moment. Those top four drivers will still have to come back in. I don't think that Elliott and Schullenbacher can stretch it, could they? No, that's over 80 laps they need to do. So no, it would hand the lead back over to Keaton Tripp once these guys finally make their final pit stop. But they were out praying for a caution at the moment. Caution will help them, won't it, Jacob?
Oh yeah, it actually would, Dean. If they was to kind of ride it right here, and just out of nowhere, let's just say a phantom caution comes out of nowhere. But then you got guys like Rob Haynes, Ryan Nardone, Greg Mall, one of those drivers, Captain Kirk, some of these guys, they are one lap down. Now, Rob Haynes, obviously, he's sitting in the lucky dog spot, so it would just slide him right back on up there. He'd be good to go. He would have no problems. He would get back on the lead lap. Everybody else, then they would have to make a damn decision. Do a pit or do a not pit? If you pit, then you're not able to take the waiver out. If you stay out, then you own old shoes. You get back on the lead lap, but then you're screwed. Like your old tires, and you got to hope like hell we get another caution. That track tip, I'm telling you, you know what, Dean? Don't throw no stakes out there, buddy. Don't throw that out there. It keeps going cold to hot to cold to hot. It would ruin your meat. Literally, it would ruin the steak completely. You wouldn't be able to get a look at it. Might have check getting up into Floyd. Battle for ninth going on right here. Monachek kind of slid up, got up into Floyd just a little bit. See if Floyd can hold on. He is actually fifth fastest of the fastest five lap averages so far out of everybody.
Yeah, you got to be pretty happy with that if you got yourself in there. That means you're consistently doing good times. And then 24.6s on that average. So Jordan's coming in from the race lead at the moment. We're expecting them to come in because they've been doing 70 or so laps at the moment. They'll be getting close to running out of gas. And once again, as I was explaining this one too, you don't want to leave it to that late because you want to allow yourself enough time to start catching everybody back up. Because, you know, you're going to have 4 freshies and you should be getting your name up on that fastest 5 average pretty soon. I'd expect to see those drivers getting up there, but, you know, it's just enough time. You got 28 or so laps to go. And then you got to put qualifying laps in after qualifying laps after qualifying laps, Jacob.
Yeah, and you got to be consistent at that as well. I mean, you got to literally be lighting up the damn speed charts.
Elliott and Tripp.
Trying to make it happen. Yep. Here we go. Keith Tripp going around Rashad Elliott. And they still got to run down the 49. Matt Rodolasso, who has yet to make his pit stop. Currently, the 49 is your race leader. As of right now, Bentley Glacier now, here he goes. He goes by Schulenbachler, sitting in the what will be the second spot once we see Rodolasso and Elliott come down pit road. Glacier's going to have to run down Keaton Tripp, which Tripp currently in a pretty damn good spot right now. He will have a sizable lead over Bentley Glacier. Right now, currently, it's right about 2.5 seconds over Bentley Glacier, but Glacier actually starting to kind of run him down just a little bit as far as we look at the intervals as we come around this time right here with 26 to go as Tyler Granat in the 18 will take his opportunity and come on down pit road and see what he can make out of this.
He's having a nice battle there with Kirk, who's also probably going to be coming down as well too, because Kirk down on lap 91, so I think he's fine to go to the end now. So we got the Kirk fans out there too. And we had an electrical glitch and said that they're back and they're still backing the best racer, which is that man that was there, Mr. William Kirk, who's...
they had an electrical glitch?
Yeah.
Is that what you did? Really?
No. Yeah, well, Marilyn out there, Beck, said had an electrical glitch. Not me. And not...
I didn't say you, I was talking about them. Yeah, electrical glitch, but I'm back still watching the best racer, Will Kirk. Well,
yeah.
Damn. Hate that for y'all.
Yeah.
You got an electrical glitch going on out of it. Rashad Elliott, though, way up the racetrack, letting a bunch of them go. Bentley Glacier, one of them as well, that slid right on by. He's 2.5 seconds behind Keaton Tripp, who is your race leader. Remember, he started on the pole. He's got the fastest lap. And I'd say, if I'm not mistaken, Dean, I would say, yes, he has led the most laps in. Yeah, by a good margin. I mean, he led 80 laps so far this evening. The only one closest is Justin Michael with 23, and then 8, 7, 6, 3, 1, 1 as far as lap leaders goes. But Tripp pretty much lighting it up. He's trying to go for literally, if you could even call it this, the quadruple hat trick. Think about that, though, Dean. I mean, he won the stage, he got the pole, leads the most laps, and he can win the race. I mean, that's damn near max points if you think about it.
Yeah, that's quite vector, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Fastest lap, qualifying, stage win, and then looking for the race win. But we'll see whether or not Glacier's going to be able to hunt him down. 2.4 seconds is the gap between them. They've made their pit stops as well, too. Dakota Floyd, that we were on board here, too, for the 16-1 Motorsports, has made a pit stop. And there's 2 more drivers out there. So we got Elliott and Schellenbacher yet to come down. So those positions will be up for grabs for these other drivers.
The guy sitting in third really needs a good run here tonight. Nathan Carroll. Obviously, Nathan, he's come close a couple times this season, to wins. Obviously, the one I can, that I vividly remember, old Atlanta, where he had a good shot at that one. He needs to get him a little. Oh, damn, Floyd, where are you going? Dakota, hold on to it. Get you some pizza rolls. Get yourself hooked up straight, son. The 57 sideways. Got into Sawyer, battle for 4th. Rashad Elliott way up the racetrack. Got up into the fence going into 1 and 2. Pretty much letting everybody slide on by. Now Sawyer's still going to hold on to 4th. Both he and Floyd still trying to chase down Nathan Carroll. It's 3 seconds, damn near, well, a little bit over 2 seconds rather, up the road from both of these drivers, battling it out for that 4th spot with 18 laps to go.
And there's other drivers that are still hanging in there to make those pit stops. I wonder if they're just waiting, aren't they, praying for a safety car or something like that. They've dropped to 7th and 8th. They're getting out of this fight as well, too. They're not even putting up the fight with these drivers because they just know that their tyres just don't have it. There's a caution. So,
damn you, Dean.
This changes everything now, Jacob, I think. Do you come in and get freshies? Right?
Yeah.
Do you come in and get your freshies, like if and potentially give up track position like Keaton Trippier, Glasser, Carroll, and that's you're saying it's just too risky, is it? It's only 16 laps to go, but
I don't care, man. 122 degrees on the track. Yeah, you're coming and getting those tires. I'll put it to you like this. If they were $5 a tire and they had to pay for the tires, they would be sitting there saying, here's my Venmo, hook me up. That's how bad I think we're going to see it. Tripp, you see him, he's going right here. I mean, you're not staying out by no means. Tripp, Glacier, Carroll, Floyd, everybody, Sawyer, Michael, everybody coming down for what could quite possibly be pit stops. I mean, granted, with 15 laps to go left in this race, we probably have about 13, maybe 14 to go when we go back green. If a caution comes out and we go to overtime, Dean, I still think you come down and you get 4 freshies. If the track wasn't so damn hot, literally, I mean, really and truthfully, if the track wasn't up to 120 degrees like we're seeing right now, and you get to overtime, you may flip it. You may think about 2 tires. You honestly may think about 2 tires in that particular instance.
I was going to ask you that.
Not now.
Not now. I was going to say, nobody want to take the
No.
risk and just do 2 tires and jump for track position. Doesn't seem nobody even did that. I think you might be right. 2 tires is just not enough, is it?
No, I mean, it basically could be a death sentence, to be honest with you, Dean. I mean, you just go straight to the back.
And this helped these 2 drivers, didn't it? Of Elliott and Schollenbacher.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Those drivers needed that pit stop. They had to come back down, and then they didn't lose much track position at all, really. 7th and 8th. So they were very happy that they had that caution, my friend, because it's kept them basically inside that top 10 now.
Dean, both of them, Schulenbachler right there, you see in the 12, he's up 17 spots from the start of the race. Rashad Elliott up 24 spots since the start of the race. And you mentioned Joshua Matichek a while ago as well in the 85. He's up 22 spots up in the 9th spot. So very interesting right there. I mean, Schulenbachler and Elliott, if they can come out of this with top 10s with just how that caution, which by the way, that was caution 4. I mean, we were shocked as to what happened and everything, and how it kind of played its way out of that one right there. No idea what the caution was for to start with. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's true. See if I can just find that. I just completely forgot about that. But let's have a look. Might have been Maddie.
I was actually very shocked that the caution.
Oh no,
come out and everything.
Yeah, no, I don't see. Jordan here.
Jordan Neese. There it is.
There it is. Boom.
Neese comes down. He gets Howell on the 88.
Ooh.
They tango. Neese, good God. And I'm not sure who that blue truck was that went by, but they looked like they was dirt tracking like they were at the Knoxville Nationals. Seriously, I have no idea who that blue truck was. He's way back here. He's coming around the corner. Watch Neese. If we can keep this camera angle, we'll see if he was actually kicking it sideways. Nope, apparently not. I was wrong. But it looked like from the outside of the track angle, from the outside wall, it looked like one of them shot by, and they were Kyle Larson in it from the Knoxville Nationals. That's basically what it looked like. Back to green, though, with 12 to go. See how this all works out now. Tripp up at the front. Glacier, Floyd. That is the top 3. And Carroll tried to squeak up here and get him a podium up on the outside of Dakota Floyd.
Well, it's time. It's crunch time. 12 to go. Has anybody got anything for Tripp so far? Still going to be battling for the third place positions here. Floyd looks like he's got that late pace in the number 57.
Dean, this is another track right here. I mentioned this last week when we went to Dover. This is kind of a track right here for a Nathan Carroll. I said the same thing, last week. Actually, it was Charlotte. The hell am I thinking? No, it was Dover. Okay, no, actually, it was Charlotte. Excuse me, I'm completely screwed up. Yeah, well, I saw Dover there for a second, and I'm all messed up. But in Charlotte last week, that was a track for a Dakota Floyd as well, because of the, how the abrasive track surface is. Remember, one in the old Atlanta earlier this season. This could be a track right here for Dakota Floyd, but Nathan Carroll says, not today, baby. Give me that third spot, trying to roll this outside lane. Make something happen right here with 9 laps to go. Carroll able to slide up into the P3 spot. See some of you out there on live chat. We need a Nathan Carroll W here, please. I don't know. I mean, hey, the way I look at it, if he gets a P3 out of that, I think that would be a W for the 63 group.
I think so as well, too. Going to be holding off these drivers of Floyd there. And so, back there, somebody's going off on the inside apron there just to get out of the way.
Elliott.
Yeah. It was Elliott, actually. Elliott sitting currently in P15 now, so dropped outside that top 10, unfortunately. I don't think anybody's got anything for Keaton leading this race at the moment. It's just a big battle here for the final podium positions.
Yeah, Glacier able to hold on to the P2 spot as of right now. Carroll may end up having something to say about that, but Dane, I mean, I have to tend to agree with you on this. I mean, unless something happens right here, Tripp catches lap traffic, or if he slips up and busts his tail one way or another, unless that happens, 26 looks like he's fixing to take the 419 guys back to victory lane here in Iowa, and he will have his second win of the season as well, which will obviously tie him with Justin Michael for most wins this season. If he can make it happen. Fastest lap, obviously, 23.970. He's got that. He's got the most laps led. He got the stage break. He's trying to go for the quadruple effect of winning the races. Floyd's now under fire right here from Griffin Sawyer down to his inside right here. 5 coming back, 4 to go.
Yeah. Floyd, I remember Floyd was battling for that P3 position. Now it's just trying to hold on desperately to P4. One thing to catch, it's another thing to overtake, as you know, around here too. Because they're all even Stevens on tyres and fuel. We'd assume the fuel anyway. But yeah, they're definitely even Stevens on tyres, so there's no advantage. It's just coming down to driver and machine versus track.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And now with 3 laps to go, Keaton Tripp up here at the front. They'll hold it down. Floyd jumps up, tries to put the aero block on Sawyer. Able to make it happen. Now Floyd going to try to get the run. Sawyer now down to the inside, trying to at least get down to the left rear quarter panel. Trying to make it happen, not able to do it. 2 to go now as Tripp will come back to the line. Glacier is pretty much in his own little world. He's good to go. Carroll's, to a certain extent, in his own little world. Still battle for 4th going on with Sawyer and Floyd coming back this time to take the white, Dean.
I think they're going to be trading paints and getting across the line to get these positions, mate. Hopefully they don't get into each other too much, because you want to see them finish this race, and it's been a fantastic race as it is. Get 150 laps ticked off there, so you can see the checkered flag, and there we are. We're coming down to the white flag. There's Keaton all by himself up the road there. Plenty of time. Can even afford to lift off a little bit if you need to, not push it. Won't catch that lap traffic by the end of this one anyway, so solid drive there from Tripp. As you said, ticked all the boxes off for this race.
Absolutely. Area code for Maximum Velocity Racing, 419 in the house. Keaton Tripp gets the win here tonight for the Hubba ARAP 150 CNC Oldest Truck Series. Tripp, your winner here at Iowa, pulls off the quadruple effect. He got the pole. He got the fastest lap of the race. He led the most laps. He also got the stage break, and now Keaton Tripp gets the win here tonight, and now he can get loose off turn 4 if he wants to. He ain't got a damn thing to worry about. Tripp, Glacier, Carroll, the top 3. What a drive. And Crit Tripp, saw him earlier this season, able to burn one down, by God. Here he goes right here at the start-finish line here in Iowa. Burns it down right smack dab on the cob of corn right there at the start-finish line. Keaton Tripp, your race winner. He's going to be burning this down for a good while. Also, remember, he does get that virtual corn to put for or to put forth for the virtual moonshine at the end of this thing. So just make sure everybody remembers that one. And depending on his age, he should be good to go to use it. If not, then it goes to his daddy or somebody, or it goes to somebody. Dean, hell, who knows at this point? Anyway, Iowa Speedway in the books, 150 laps per 132 at 133 miles is what I added up. Green flag lead changes 8 between 7 different leaders, 5 cautions, 21 total laps. Hard charger was Joshua Matichek, up 24 spots. Ends up finishing 7th here tonight, and obviously, as we mentioned, most laps led, fastest lap, and the pole award goes to Keaton Tripp. When it was all said and done, number 26, 419 in the house. Keaton Tripp gets the win. Bentley Glacier second. Nathan Carroll third. Talk to those guys here in just a little bit. Dakota Floyd able to hold off Griffin Sawyer for the 4th spot. Sawyer ends up coming home with 5th. Justin Michaels 6th. Joshua Matichek 7th. Ryland Neese 8th. Garrett Culberson, I talked about him a while ago. Raced against him a couple times. He's a pretty good driver. Showed it here tonight. Didn't talk a whole lot about him. Still comes home with 9th. John Schulenbachler come home 10th. Greg Mall ends up coming home with 11th. With Ryder Doan in 12th. Rod Mitten 13th. Joshua Fracker 14th. Captain William Kurt will get 15th. I know he had a lot of fans out there watching him here tonight. Sean Elliott, Michael Brooks, Parker Donaldson, Rob Haynes, Billy Bumgarner, the top 20. Chris Sargent 21st. Jack Watts ends up getting 22nd. Matt Rodolasso will finish in the 23rd spot. Tyler Granat, Jordan Neese, Trent Drum, 25th, 26th. Bill Paradise, Alex Howland, Riley Laverne, Christopher Howell, the top 30 here this evening. Tyler Hessling, Charlie Widener, Gordon Spain, Charles Woods, Garrett Helmlinger. 35 drivers that race. Zachary Groover just pretty much starting parked it. Kyle Kabash just sat around and wanted to see what was going to happen here this evening. Well, Keaton Tripp, the race winner here tonight for the Hum of A-Rab 150 at Iowa. Tripp gets the win. He's up here in the broadcast booth with us. Keaton, buddy, congratulations on the win here at Iowa. First off, like I said, congratulations. Tell us about your race, but also, as I mentioned a while ago, you do get the virtual corn on the cob that you can use for your virtual whiskey, buddy. So congratulations on that.
Hell yeah. I live in a cornfield state myself, so it's kind of cool to win a corn on the cob race here. So maybe I'll go run out in a cornfield right now at home here and go grab a corn cob and eat some sweet corn. I don't know.
Well, buddy, tell us about your race. I mean, because literally it was like I said a while ago, more or less, just forgive me, folks, for saying this, but it was more or less an ass whooping. Literally. I mean, you had the 4 tricks out of it. I mean, you got the most laps led, the fastest lap, you sat on the pole, you got the stage break, and you won the race. So literally you had 5 of them if you want to think about it. But you more or less put a whooping on everybody.
Yeah, the race went pretty damn perfect the whole way, other than the one time after the stage when those 3 guys stayed out and I kind of got shuffled behind Justin there. It was a hell of a battle trying to get by him. Other than that, everything aligned perfectly tonight for me on strategy, and just it flowed perfect, and was able to control the race.
Dan, you got anything for Keaton, buddy?
No, I think Keaton's said everything that's there. Keaton's just dominated this race, my friend, and an absolutely stunning drive. As you said, you had not too much action when you're up the front, aside from having to get past those cars with the different tyre strategies, pit stop strategies. But after that, my friend, I don't think anybody would have had it for you tonight. Congratulations.
Yeah, I feel like the only guy that had it for me tonight was Bentley on the long runs. I could just never get fully away from him. I felt like I feel like I'd get my gap on him in the short run, and he would pretty much stay even with me the whole run. So props to him. He did a good job too. He was definitely doing good on his tire saving the night. So props to him.
Well, Keaton Tripp is literally making the area code of maximum velocity racing in the CNC Home Designs Truck Series. The area code now is 419. If anybody wanted to know, 2 wins on the season matches. Justin Michael so far this season. Keaton, buddy, congratulations all the way. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsors, any shout outs you want to thank?
Yeah, thank you guys putting on the broadcast. We'll go back and watch this tonight or so, somewhere or sometime, and thank the guys at Max V here, the admins and the owner James. Hope he's doing well, and thank Dad watching the race, Mom watching the race, Grandma watching the race, and thank the teammates Austin, Andrew, and Rowan.
Keaton Tripp, winner here tonight at Iowa. We'll see what he can do next week. Keaton, buddy, congratulations on the way. Appreciate your time. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
That was Keaton Tripp, gets the win here tonight. We'll slide up. Second place finisher. Somebody, Dean, we just heard a second ago. He was a little bit worried about it right there on those long runs. Just heard it. Bentley Glacier coming home with the P2 here tonight. Bentley, buddy, coming home with a P2 here tonight. You're second in the points. You're 2 points back at Justin Michael. You might get that point laid back after tonight here in Iowa, buddy. Congratulations on the finish. Tell us about your race.
Thank you. That was a good race. I was finally having good tire wear, so I was able to keep up with them guys. It's not usual that I can keep up with Keaton like that. I was pretty much even on the long run with him. He was quite a bit better on the short run.
Dean, you got anything for Bentley?
No, you're good.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Second place.
Well, but okay,
Yeah.
Bentley, I'll ask for Dean since he's ran out of questions apparently here this evening. But Bentley, I mean, you can't. Obviously, we just got through talking to Keaton. He said more or less he was a little bit worried about you on the longer runs because you kind of stayed with him and everything else. I mean, was there anything else you probably could have done to be able to get a little closer to him, or much less be in front of him? And was there anything else that you could have done?
I could have been better in traffic. He got through the lap cars real good, and I was a little slower than that. So, because I was about a second behind him when we came out of pits, and then he stretched it out there.
Well, Bentley Glacier coming over the P2 here tonight. Watkins Glen next week. We'll see what he can do then. Bentley, buddy, congratulations on finish. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsors, any shout outs real quick that you want to thank?
I'll just shout out to Charlie Woods, who always races with me. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for broadcasting.
By the way, Charlie, does Charles Woods, does he ever hook you up with any Crown Roll anyway? Because, I mean, I know he's got Crown Roll on the truck. Does he hook you up anyway?
No, he should, though.
Damn it, Charles, come on, hook the man up. He gets a P2 here tonight. Odds are he'll be the point leader when we go to Watkins Glen next week. Bentley, buddy, congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
He ends up getting a P2 Bentley Glacier here tonight. Dean, I'm kind of stumbling over my words. I need a little Crown Roll, a little pick me up one way or another, trying to help myself a little bit. Nathan Carroll, the live chat has kind of lit up now. Nathan Carroll coming home with a podium here tonight. Gets him a P3. Nathan, buddy, happy to see you back up here on the podium, baby. You're taking the race. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. And then Dean, thanks for stepping in for Jim tonight. Yeah, I was hoping I had a little more speed. This is kind of what I was hoping I'd be at, like the pace that I had, and I figured out pretty early on Keaton was lights out, so it was just a matter of trying to end up with the no incidents and maybe a top 5, and was able to do a little better than that. So yeah, I figured a couple things out probably after halfway, and was rolling the middle of the corner better and catching guys on the long runs, and did that little undercut, a little bit of an undercut on guys like Dakota, Griffin, Justin. They were all running ahead of me during that green flag cycle, which, by the way, a green flag pit cycle at Iowa. I just want to commend everybody here racing, because they did a badass job. This is a really hard track. It was hot and slick and loose, but anyway, it just undercut worked, and then I really didn't want to see a caution because I was running third, and of course the caution comes out. So I felt better on the outside lane for the restarts, so I slammed on the brakes exiting pit road, let Dakota go by me for third, and it ended up working out because we were dueling side by side, and I got a little bit of a payback for him beating me at Atlanta, so that felt good.
And you're talking about those track temperatures, because we noticed it was extremely hot, got up to about 126 degrees. So was it just slippery driving in those extreme heat temperatures?
Yeah, I mean, the surface is pretty worn. Like the paved parts of the racetrack felt okay, like the corner, as long as it didn't get pushed outside of it, which I don't think I ever got into the light gray at all, thankfully. But the straightaways are just like, you're all over the place. You can barely keep it straight, and it's kind of unique about this track. It's very bumpy. The older pavement is adds a lot of character. I know a lot of people don't like the way the repave worked here, because I guess you can't rip the wall, or it's not as multi-groove. But I like it. I think it's fun. It's just a matter of being really easy on the throttle and try not to kill the rears, so that later in the run you have good drive off and can get around guys, and then also just not blasting the corner entry too, because you can go into one and then carve it down and to the white line, get the run off. That's what I was doing a lot. I really like that line, and you can't carve it if you don't have a right front. So it's a lot of fun. I love short tracks, and everybody did a really good job. So proud of them, and excited to come away. It's been a feast or famine season, let me tell you. It's like bad result, podium, bad result, good-ish result, bad result, podium tonight. So I want to string together some more top 10s and get the momentum rolling, and maybe win one of these things.
There's a party going on in the live chat right now here on Motormouth Broadcasting. Nathan Carroll on the podium here tonight. Literally, there's a whole lot of them out there. Obviously, Danielle Carroll also out there. She said she'll settle for a podium. I'm sure Nathan will as well. Nathan, buddy, congratulations on the finish here tonight. Appreciate your time. You got any sponsorship shout-outs you will thank?
Everybody watching, of course, my what's the Rick Talladega Nights quote? Hot ass wife. Danielle, she's always watching, and she told me today when she woke up, she's like, all right, I'm taking the hex off you, you're gonna win tonight, which I don't know if that means she hexed me or cursed me, but I thought that was a weird comment. I didn't quite win. Wow. So I guess her curse didn't work to begin with, but yeah, she's always pulling for me. So her, and then
you got beef?
Hey, sometimes we have beef. She's very she's strong, iron-willed, I guess is the term. But Luca and Angelo were watching. Both my parents, my mom and dad, and Manny, Zach. Man, I'm a little worn out, but hopefully that's everybody. Want to shout out my team. Brad Slagle just moved on to greener pastures. He helped establish this team, and thinking of him and appreciate everything he's done. So, and then Riley, he sponsored the race tonight. It's his dad's birthday as of yesterday. So happy birthday to Rob Laverne. And then, all the admins and James. We miss James a lot and hope he's staying safe out there serving our country. And can't wait for him to come back. He's one dude I miss racing a lot. So, and then Jim, thinking of Jim, hope he's doing all right. Hope you got to watch the race, and then you guys, of course, thanks for putting on a good broadcast. Can't wait to watch us back.
Nathan Carroll, P3 here tonight. We'll see what he can do at Watkins Glen next week, buddy. Appreciate your time. We'll see you then.
Oh, hey, Jake.
Yes.
I've been meaning for the next time I was on the podium, I was going to crack open a beer.
Oh, yeah.
But I already opened and downed my beer. So I have no more in my fridge. So next time I talk to you, you'll hear the and that'll be for you. So
Are you going to take your racing boot off and do a shoey?
No, I actually race barefoot. Okay.
Oh, okay, that's a good question. Yeah, some people like barefoot, some people like socks. Not many people wear the shoes usually.
A rolling office chair, and I have Logitech pedals. And anybody who knows, like the Logitech brake pedals are BITCH to push down. So I actually koala bear the pedals a little bit. Maybe this is like too much information, but I gotta like grab the pedal with my feet, and yeah, maybe that's kind of what holds me back from winning, but who knows? You guys have a good rest of your night, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Nathan Carroll, P3. We'll see what he can do at Watkins Glen, buddy. Appreciate your time.
All right, good night.
That was Nathan Carroll. We'll sit him all down, and damn, Dean, what a race, buddy.
And it was.
Your first taste, I guess you could say, of maximum velocity racing here with the CNC Homesides Truck Series, and obviously the hub of A-Rap 150 here down in Iowa. Obviously, I mean, we saw a lot of crazy stuff. Obviously, the points may get turned around just a little bit, but in the end, Keaton Tripp gets the win, buddy. Your final take on a good one, buddy. Always a pleasure working with you, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, same as well to Jake, and of course, Jim. Loved working with Jim as well too, and on the Motormouth Broadcasting Network. And of course, we step in and help our friends when we need to. And once again, we're wishing Jim for a speedy recovery. But it was fantastic, and I thank for the invitation to step in to Jim's shoes in order to do that and see a lot of these drivers I've never seen before in my life, and I've been very, very impressed with the driving skill and quality of everybody today. And I think that mirrored on Nathan's words too, with the tricky pit lane entrance and stuff like that. But we don't think I saw even one speeding in pit lane infringement or a crash hitting the pit lane. So very, very, very skilled drivers to do that, my friend, especially in those tricky, hot conditions we had here.
Yeah, I mean, very, very tricky right here racing at Iowa. Was certainly a good one. Keaton Tripp going to be tickled about that, and for all we know, he may be in a cornfield right now because you just talked about it a while ago. He may be trying to run to one right now, and if he is, more power to him in the pitch black dark. I don't know if I want to do that. You get that Children of the Corn vibe. I don't know about all that. You get all that UFO crap. Have at it, Keaton. You just have the hell at it. I'm not wanting any part of it. But the season will roll on for Maximum Velocity Racing with the CNC Homesides Truck Series. Be next Thursday night at the road course of Watkins Glen. It was a good one. Love this place. Love racing here. Love watching races here. And it was an absolute good one. So congratulations, Keaton Tripp, on the win. But folks, that is going to do it for this broadcast here on, obviously, Motormouth Broadcast. That'll be so many great sponsors. Can't forget about the big one, the hub of A-Rap. Got to give them a huge shout out. Get you some haircuts. Get the clippy going on with you. Hook yourself up over there with Rob Laverne. Get you a haircut. Get yourself lined up. So thank you very much to them. Bart Box, obviously, all the sponsors that have been with us so far this season. So many of them. CNC Home Designs. Thank you very much to them for the title sponsorship. The CNC Home Designs Truck Series here from Maximum Velocity Racing League. And obviously Whiplash Cameras for what they do. Digital Race Engineer. Racing Images, Roasted Records, all the sponsor channels here with Motormouth Broadcasting. So thank you very much to all the sponsors for they do. And keep on rolling. It was a good deal out of that. So thank you very much to all the sponsors. Drivers, always hell of a show with these guys. One of the best leagues, if not the best league that I'll call all week. I'm always intrigued to watch and see what these guys do. And you fans, I mean, love y'all. Y'all come out in big numbers supporting this great league. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe. Motormouth Broadcast to keep up with everything going on, especially the CNC Home Designs Truck Series here, Maximum Velocity Racing League. Nathan Carroll, obviously, a big shout out to him. And James Lehman over there fighting for our country. Get home safe, baby. We'd like to see what you can do out here. I ain't got to see him race yet. I would love to see James race out here, see what he can do. And obviously, Big Jim, baby. Get well soon, buddy. We're praying for you. Hope everything goes good with you. Get you back in the seat. Get you back in here calling some races here on Motormouth Broadcast. Thank you very much, Big Jim, for allowing us to come in here and be yourselves and entertain you guys, the fans. For the Australian, Dean Hop the Biggles. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Said as I always say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Oh, baby. Iowa in the rearview mirror, left, right next week. Up in Yankee country. Watkins Glen next Thursday night, same time, same channel. Motormouth Broadcasting, where legends are created one corner at a time. God bless y'all. We'll see y'all in Watkins Glen next Thursday night.